Remember the plant where we worked together, Derek asked. Of course. I drove by there the other day. It's gone now. What do you mean it's gone? They tore it down. It's like a bomb went off. Everything is gone. Everything. How could I have not known the plant where I started my career was gone? Somewhere along the line, I had stopped paying attention to plant closings and to the endless list of the thousands of people who had lost their jobs. In self-defense, I stopped paying attention. The automotive factory where I began my career was one of the largest parts factories in the world. It actually consisted of several plants, each plant producing different parts. At the time I worked there, it employed over 15,000 white and blue-collar workers. After work that day, instead of hurrying home to my son, I decided to drive by my old plant. I thought about some of the men and women I had met in the plant. The older gentleman who always said, "Hi, beautiful," as he drove by me on his forklift. The supervisor who graciously sat in his cube and discussed the issues he was having with the robots on his line, even though he was being beaten up for missing his production numbers. The line worker who excitedly showed me the new instrument clusters being developed for the company's prestigious sports car. I exited onto the highway where the plant was located. As I made my way down the road, I noticed devastation had slithered into this once thriving neighborhood, like the red now creeping onto the leaves. Restaurants, bars, car washes, gas stations, and retail stores. Many of them were deserted, their windows boarded up, and their driveways cracked and covered in brown weeds. I peered down the side streets and realized many of the homes had suffered the same fate as the businesses, boarded up and conquered by weeds. The few people I saw seemed to be shuffling aimlessly down the sidewalks. The cars that passed me were old, rusted, and banged up. And then I saw it. A tall, linked, rectangular fence, topped with barbed wire, spread as far as I could see, like the outside of a penitentiary. Inside the fence laid a wasteland of black, cracked asphalt, assaulted by weeds and brown patches of grass. Everything else was gone. Gone. Annihilated as if a nuclear bomb had been detonated. 3 plants, the administration building, the engineering building, the power plant, the walkway from the parking lot to the factory, all of it gone. The rusted railroad tracks stopped at nowhere. In front by the road, where the administration building had once sat, a few gangly trees and tall grass mournfully guarded the graveyard. Other than those signs of life, all I could see, for as far as I could see, was blacktop and weeds. The shock and grief caught me off guard, and I began to cry. How could something so huge, so powerful, so creative and full of life be completely and totally destroyed? How could this have happened? When I worked here, none of us would have ever believed our mighty company could be brought to this. And where are all the people now?